Hey guys, I just want to give you the word of the Lord that I heard this morning during prayer time. It was, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." And we've heard that over and over again. So it's not like anything new, but this is what God was saying in this season. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. You really have to get that in your spirit. That means that it is not going to distract you. There's nothing that's going to distract you, nothing that's going to depress you, nothing that's going to worry you. Weapons are not going to stress you out. Weapons are not going to take away your hope. They aren't going to take away your clarity. They aren't going to move your faith. They aren't going to make you doubt. They aren't going to make you fear. You're going to stand flat-footed in this season. And from this point going forth, from when you hear this, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It's not going to move your heart, your mind, your soul, your body. There is nothing that can come against you that is going to shake you. You are founded in God. You are going from faith to faith, glory to glory, promise to promise. You are on your way. So you stay your course, you keep your journey, and you remember it cannot move you. So there are some more scriptures that I can give you that you should focus on in this season from now throughout the ending of this season. Whenever your new season starts, you can pick new scriptures and things, but there's some really important scriptures. This particular scripture I'm going to give you is the scripture that God has been having me stand on for about the last 3 years. And it is being confident of this very thing, that what God has begun in you, he shall perform it until the coming of Christ. I want to say it's like Philippians 1, 6 or 7. You could fact check that. I didn't think to check it before I jumped on here, but that's the scripture that I've been standing on for the last 3 years, because God has me on a journey, and many of you are probably on a journey. And in this journey, you're growing, you're learning. You keep seeing him shift things and move things. And it's like, okay, God, you have me in a place and I try to get comfortable and you shift it, but I'm following you and I'm going with you. And this is where some of us are now. You're just in a place where you're encouraged. You're in a place where you know God is moving in your life. You see where you were last season as to where you are this season. And I want to give you this scripture. I told you I was going to give you a warring scripture. It is Psalms 18, and I'm going to read it because it is one of, it's not the only, but it is a really great scripture to read when it comes to standing on God and going against the enemy. Now, the reason why this one is really good to me is because it puts you on the attack. You're not waiting defenseless. You're not, I'm sorry, I said 1:8. I said Psalm 18 is actually Psalm 19. And I've been saying it wrong for so long. I keep saying Psalm 18, but it's Psalm 19. And the thing about it is it puts you on offense and not defense, because we as Christians, sometimes we get so caught up and just waiting to see what the enemy does next and then react. But this season, where the no weapon formed shall prosper, we are taking the fight to him. We're not waiting to see what he's going to do. We're not sitting around just hoping he passes us by. No, we're bold, we're confident, we're going after the things of God, we're going after kingdom, we're going after his people, we're going after our families, and we are going after him, and we're taking his head. Let me tell you one thing. I'm going to read this. Y'all going to kill me. It is Psalm 18. I have a 4-version Bible. It's 4 different. And I don't know why. It just looks like it was saying Psalm 19. Even I've been saying Psalm 18 forever, like over the years. But then just now I'm like, well, maybe I was saying it wrong, but I'm not. So Psalm 18 In the New King James Version, it says, I'm starting at 37, Psalm 18, 37, Psalm 18, 37. Let me get it together. It is Psalms 18. It's been Psalms 18 all the years I've been reading it and repeating it. Why I thought I was going to say Psalm 19 today, I don't know, but it's Psalm 18. I'm starting at verse 37. I have pursued my enemies and overtake them. This is what you need to declare over your life. You are not waiting to see what the enemy is going to do. You are going after him. I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn back again till they were destroyed. I have wounded them so that they could not rise. They have fallen under my feet. For you have armed me with strength for the battle. You have subdued under me those who rose up against me. You have also given me the necks of my enemies, so that I destroyed those who hated me. They cried out, but there was none to save, even to the Lord, but he did not answer them. Then I beat them as fine as the dust before the wind. I cast them out like dirt in the street. You have delivered me from the strivings of the people. You have made me the head of the nations. A people I have not known shall serve me. As soon as they hear of me, they obey. The foreigners submit to me. The foreigners fade away and come frightened from their hideouts. The Lord lives. Blessed be my rock. Let the God of my salvation be exalted. It is God who avenges me and subdues the peoples under my feet. He delivers me from my enemies. You also lift me up above those who rise against me. You have delivered me from the violent man. Therefore will I give thanks to you, O Lord, among the Gentiles, and sing praises to your name. Great deliverance he gives to his king and shows mercy to his anointed, to David and his descendants forevermore. I use this scripture a lot. I go after the enemy. I do things to go after him. I'm going to pray. I'm going to read. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be committed. I'm going to sow. I'm going to serve. I'm going to speak the word. Period. And so that is a good warring scripture. When you feel like you're kind of losing your footing in your ground, start saying Psalms 18 out loud. I started from 37, but actually there are scriptures before that have their warfare, and you're used to them. And I can read them. It's Psalms 18, and it starts from 28, and it says, for you will light my lamp. The Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by you I can run against a troop. By my God I can leap over a wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is proven. He is a shield to all who trust him. For who is God except the Lord? And who is a rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and makes my way perfect. He makes my feet like the feet of deer and sets me on my high places. He teaches my hands to make war so that my arms can bend a bow of bronze. You have also given me the shield of your salvation. Your right hand has held me up. Your gentleness has made me great. Psalm 18. Then another great warring scripture, which I am not going to read, is Psalms 118. So that's Psalms 18 and Psalms 118. And of course, there are many, many more warring scriptures in the Bible. But those are some really great scriptures to stand on, because it just reminds us. It reminds us that there is no weapon formed against us that is going to prosper. And it also reminds us to take our weapons and begin to yield them at the enemy, to not sit around waiting for him to come at us, but for us to go after him. And in a battle, you may take a hit. It's not always you giving a hit. You got to learn how to take a hit, but you got to learn how to take that hit and keep on ticking. And you got to understand that in a battle, there's a back and forth. But with this is saying that in this battle, that he's not going to beat you. The enemy is not going to beat you. He cannot win against you. You're not going to hand him your authority. You aren't going to hand him your power. You're not going to give him anything. And that's the part that he doesn't want us to know, that everything he has from us is what we hand him over. But when we start standing and saying we're not handing a thing over to him, he cannot have it. He doesn't know what to do with a person like that. He doesn't know what to do with someone who has that type of resolve and trust and resiliency in the Lord. You have to be able to take a lick and keep on ticking. But in this season, you have to learn how to give a lick. There are, a saying, if you hit me, I'm going to hit you back. No, 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 no. You go strike him first. And you keep striking him, like Psalm 18 says, until he's ground like dust. You go after his neck and you just never stop. Don't give him a chance to catch his breath. And the way you do that, I already told you. Consistency, commitment, love, sowing, serving, humbling yourself, praying, reading your word, fasting, studying your word, and applying your word. This is your season, guys. We know, we've been saying this forever. It's your season, this is your season. You are going to do things that you did not expect to do this season, because there's something in you that is just so full. There's something in you that is just walking with the Spirit. You're not leaning to your own understanding. In all your ways, you're acknowledging the Lord, and he is directing your paths. He is leading you into paths of righteousness. This is your season. Enjoy your journey. Enjoy your journey. We cry tears and we've been there, but not this season. We're going to enjoy our season no matter what that looks like for us. We're going to count it joy. We're going to learn from it. We're going to grow from it. We're going to be better because of it. Oh, it's going to be so much. And we're going to get even closer and closer and closer to God as we can be on this earth. His presence is going to rest on us. The Spirit of the living God is going